Hey! Hey. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another very, very hot day here in Kansas. It's 94 degrees. It actually keeps rising, like, I don't know, every minute it gets hotter and hotter. It's supposed to hit 100 degrees today, and it's the last day that we're here. I brought one trail camera with us that we're gonna go set out because we're coming back to hunt this fall for some giant whitetails. If you haven't seen, I guess 2 videos back, I did get drawn for my Kansas buck tag, so we're gonna be coming back bow hunting for some big old whitetails, get redemption on a big old buck that I call Big John. Hopefully he's still alive. I'm not sure. We're going to put out a camera now to kind of get inventory. We're going to leave it until we come back this fall and then kind of check what we got on the camera. But we're headed right now to Dollar General. We're going to get some batteries for my camera, get it set out, and we're going to do a little bit of scouting. We're going to go to the spot where I had my stand 2 years ago, where I actually missed this deer. And then we're also gonna be doing a little bit more scouting around, trying to find some other spots to hang a stand. There's one more clearing that I found on Onyx. That's actually how I found the spot where I missed Big John. I looked on Onyx one of the nights and said, hey, I'm gonna do a hang and hunt one morning. So I hiked in kind of blind, went into that spot, hung my climber, and ended up being a really, really good spot for the rest of the week. Found one more spot on Onyx while we were down here the past couple of days that we're gonna go check out today, see if there's any good spots to hang a lock on, and just kind of go from there, scout around and possibly find a shed. I mean, that would be pretty sweet. But super hot, we're gonna scorch. It's gonna be so hot, but hey, we're ready for it. I'm getting so excited to come back out here this fall. But right now we're gonna do some inventory, see what we can see, and try to find some good spots to hunt this coming fall. So stick with us, see what we can find. It is stupid hot.
Currently,
it
96.
Yeah, it was 94. Now it's jumped to 96. As soon as you walk outside, it's like you're walking into a freaking oven. It is awful. You can't breathe. You're instantly sweating out of everywhere in your body. So this is gonna be very interesting.
And we're not even in the poison ivy and bugs yet.
Yeah, we're headed straight into a thicket where I'm gonna hang this camera. It's gonna be right on a edge of like a thicket that goes into a field. I cannot get this out. And it's a really heavy trail that comes out into this field, and a lot of the deer travel it. So I guess I'm gonna put the camera there, but then we're gonna go in and do a little bit of scouting in the thicket, which was where that stand was that I did the hang and hunt and missed Big John. But we're gonna scout around in there. So that's gonna be even worse, hanging out with all the ticks and bugs and poison ivy. That's what I'm not looking forward to, is poison ivy and ticks. Last year, we were doing a little bit of bluegill fishing for the fish fry for GMAW, and how many ticks was it? It was like 26 ticks. I pulled 26 ticks off of me last year. So I guess we'll see how many ticks I pull off of me this year. Be very interesting. But as soon as we get back to the lake, I'm jumping in. I'm probably gonna stay in the lake all day long, more than likely. This is probably the hottest deer excursion that I have been on. 96, and it's just supposed to get hotter, up to 100 degrees. But I need to get this camera out. All right, ready to rock and roll. Let's get to the spot, sweat our butts off, do a little bit of scouting. I know you're in big buck country when you have Casey's General Store. All the real deer hunters know about the good old slice of pizza when you come out of the woods on a frosty morning. You're starving. You go to Casey's, you get you a nice fat slice of pizza, and then a maple glazed donut. Just hits the spot different. 96, it was 97 degrees. AC is off. It's a scorcher. But we're here, we're in the spot, and I'm ready to go. It's just a little hot. Actually, extremely hot. Let's get it. Kansas, baby. If anybody was wondering what Kansas looks like in a big thicket, this is what it looks like. I'm trying to get to that clearing right there to scout it out. And everything in here looks the same. I mean, it's just a stupid thicket. So, kind of to give some context to where we're at, there's a giant soybean field that is that way, a big wheat field that is in front, and everything behind us is pretty much just all of this, just a big thicket. And then it finally opens up into some big hardwoods, but I'm right in the middle of this thicket. It's not the same spot where I shot Big John. It's actually another spot, just probably 200, 300 yards down from it that I want to scout. So we've been zigzagging kind of back and forth, looking for just trails, sign, and all that goodies. Just looking for anything that could be good for deer. Look at the spikes on this tree. Look at that. But I mean, we're just surrounded by forest, which is good. It's a good spot. We just need to find a good clearing, possible spot for a stand location this coming fall. Emily left her belt, pants, and boots, so she's having to wear Dad's pants, my grandpa's boots, and then we have a ratchet strap or a tension strap as her belt. So that is her get up for the day. It works though. We're sweating. I mean, I'm literally covered in sweat, but hey, we're in Kansas. Can't get much better than this. Act like you're a deer. Make sure looks good. Look at me. I'm drenched. Like freaking drenched in ticks. There's another tick. I'm drenched in ticks, sweat, thistles, and more ticks. They're everywhere. But we got a really good spot for our camera, which I'm excited about. Funny thing is when you come here in the summertime, it's completely different from the fall. So usually in the fall, as you know, everything starts dying down. It looks completely different than the summertime. When you're walking through thickets in the summertime, if it's thick during the winter, it's gonna be 100 times thicker in the summertime when everything's grown up. So I was trying to find the spot that I hunted last year. I literally could not find it. We went in a different way, so I wasn't used to going in this way. Wanted to scout around below where that spot was, and I mean, we found a bunch of thickets, found some pretty good trails, but nothing really what I was looking for. So we went to go to the spot where we saw Big John and could not find it. But I guess I'm gonna have to go back in and find that spot, get everything set up this coming fall, which is no big deal. I just wanted to show Emily where it was at. But we got the camera set up in a really good spot. It's a good pinch point. We have the wheat field that's out there, the soybean field that's back to our left, and usually what these deer do, they'll go out to the soybeans during the night, feed, and then early hours of the morning when we're going into our stand, they're coming back up this way. So we'll get them on this camera and they'll head right back up to that stand that I'm gonna hunt. So it's a really good pinch point, really good spot, and we're gonna leave this until, I guess, right around October when we're coming back to hunt this. So fingers crossed we get some good deer on it. Hopefully Big John's still alive. If not, I know there's some other really good deer in here that we can hunt. But it's hot. It's every bit of 100 degrees. I'm soaking in sweat. So we're gonna get on out of here, get back to the truck, and get in the lake. But really good setup for the camera. I'm excited to see what we get on it. And like I said, fingers crossed. Looks like a good spot. Kansas woods, baby. Thick and nasty. I need some AC. Pronto. Holy. Let's get the AC. It's freaking cranking. Oh my gosh, it's an oven in here. That makes me sick almost. Holy crap. Freaking 98. Home sweet home. Wallet, phone. I gotta get out of these clothes. When I lick my lips, it tastes like a salt lick right now. I'm so sweaty. Now it's time to go make some food, eat, hang out for a bit, cool off, and then we're headed right down there to jump in the water, cool off. 100 degrees, that's what the bank said in town, 100 degrees. Soaked.
Well,
Absolutely soaking wet.
did you get lost?
Yep.
Kinda.
I told you.
The app wasn't working.
My app wouldn't pull up. All my markings or whatever went away where I marked the stand to walk right back to. So I was like, all right, well, I went this way and that way, and literally everything is grown up to like your neck. Can't see anything.
I thought.
So I walked straight back there like I normally go, and I mean, we could have walked right through the opening, but it did not look the same. So I don't know.
Did you find the other opening you wanted to see?
Yeah, it wasn't as big as what I thought, so we ended up just hanging the camera right on the edge of that field. The whole entire time we were in that big old deer thicket. This is what I was thinking of.
Same.
This is what motivated me to get through it. We're about to get into the ice cold water.
Run and jump.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it actually. Here, don't want to lose my Rios. Oh, yeah. Got a bunch of fish pee on my popsicle. I wonder if the camera could see it, because my freaking butt just came out. Stay tuned for the bow hunting action this coming fall.
Yep.
You know? But that's gonna conclude our little scouting mission today here in the great state of Kansas in 100-degree heat. But it feels good now. We're cooling off in the water. Got the camera hung in a really good spot. Learned a little bit more about the land, scouted, found some trails, found some more deer sign. So at least we're going in with a little more knowledge coming this fall, and hopefully we can sling an arrow at a giant buck. That's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you already said you enjoyed it.
You know what he's trying to say. Goodbye.
You know what I'm trying to say. You heard what I'm trying to say. What I did say. That's gonna wrap up. That's gonna wrap up today's video. Make sure, if you haven't already, to please subscribe. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and you want to stay up to date with all the hunting action coming this fall. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Love y'all.